May 5th, 1945. The war in Europe has barely 3 days left, and American soldiers and German soldiers are loading weapons side by side. This actually happened, and many historians call it one of the strangest battles of World War II. Castle Itter was a Nazi prison on an Austrian mountaintop. Stone walls, a gatehouse, a keep, high above the Austrian valley. It was not an ordinary prison, run under the Dachau camp system, but instead of ordinary prisoners, it held VIP captives the Nazis still thought might be useful. Inside were two former prime ministers of France, former army commanders, the sister of Charles de Gaulle, and a Wimbledon tennis champion named Jean Barotra. As Germany collapsed, the SS guards fled, leaving the prisoners alone inside the castle while fanatical SS units were still roaming the countryside. The prisoners feared the SS had one final plan: kill them before the Allies arrived. A hidden message smuggled out of the castle reached American Captain Jack Lee. He turned his small force around and drove toward the mountain. Along the way, he met a German Wehrmacht officer named Major Joseph Gangl, who had already switched sides and was fighting for the Austrian resistance. An American captain and a German major, driving together to rescue French prisoners from the SS 2 days before the war ended. To avoid being mistaken for the attacking SS, Gangl's German soldiers wore black armbands on their left arms, because German soldiers were about to fight other Germans, and they needed a way to tell each other apart. They arrived with around 14 American soldiers, a handful of anti-Nazi Germans, and one Sherman tank named Besotten Jenny. The French prisoners were told what was coming. They refused to hide. Former prime ministers grabbed weapons. The tennis champion asked how he could help. Men in their 60s and 70s who had spent years in captivity picked up guns and prepared to fight. Then between 100 and 150 SS troops surrounded the castle and opened fire. The SS destroyed Besotten Jenny with an anti-tank round. Ammunition ran dangerously low. Captain Lee prepared to fight room by room with bayonets if the walls were breached. Jean Barotra slipped out under fire, dodged through SS positions in the open, reached the American relief force, and guided them back. Major Gangl was killed by an SS sniper. He died shielding a French prisoner from the bullet. Austria remembers him as a resistance hero today. Then someone shouted two words from down the mountain road: American tanks. The SS disappeared into the woods. The castle held. 2 days later, Germany surrendered. One of the last battles of World War II in Europe was not fought the way wars are supposed to be fought. It was fought by enemies who chose, at the very end, to stand on the same side of history.